Hi, my name's Suzanne Day, and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence, and I'm also a healer, and today I've got a healing for working on disease cells. So I stand in the power of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Harmonious development for the world and all beings. I seal and protect this space with my life shield, which I activate now. And I'm protected from evil eyes, evil intent, low vibrational beings, and devil energies. And I'm also going to use the numbers 8888 for divine protection, and I now place these numbers right around my auric field now. And I'll connect on a soul level first to ask permission to send the information to your soul. And if you do not wish to receive the information and the healing, simply say no, and then you'll not receive the information. Okay, so I'm going to use the information from my Genome Healing course, my Lightworkers Reiki course, my own personal downloads from Source. You Can Heal Your Life book and the workbook. That's two different books. Louise Hay, that's from Louise Hay, and Change Almost Anything in 21 Days book. And this information cannot be used without my permission, as it's owned by myself and the course providers, and it's all copyrighted. And I'm also going to put a disclaimer. These technologies are not a replacement for standard medical, psychological treatment. Always consult your health core practitioner, and we're working on the spiritual field to help create change on the physical plane. So I believe we create every so-called illness in our body, and the body, like everything else in life, is a mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs, and the body is always talking to us. And if we will only take the time to listen, every cell within your body responds to every single thought you think and every word you speak. And continuous modes of thinking and speaking produce body behaviours and postures and eases or diseases. And for more information on this, look at the list of diseases in the book Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. Okay, so are you willing to release the need that has contributed to your health problems? Once again, we will have a condition that we want to change. The first thing we have to do is say, oh, okay, I am willing to release the need in me that has created this condition. Say it again, say it looking in the mirror, and say it every time that you think about your condition. Okay. So now there's also secondary gain, and at the bottom line of every dysfunctional organ or system, there's always the following flight or withdrawal tones of powerlessness, helplessness, worthlessness, uselessness, emptiness, and not wanting to be here. So when your cells hear this information, they will comply and die, or they will get disease. This is why you need to work on this, as it's all held in your body, your cell memory, till it's all healed and released. And if you'd like to do more on this, you contact a genome healer for assistance, and we're available in Australia and New Zealand. And this is the first step in creating the change. And is there anything that you are getting out of the disease or illness that you have? Make a list of the beliefs that you have about this illness so that you have and work on releasing these, so you no longer hold them in your body, your cells in your body, your organs, sorry. And once you have done this, release any old beliefs and make yourself a list of new beliefs that are good for your health. Use these beliefs every day so these beliefs are anchored into your space and field. In the infinite of life where I am, all is perfect, whole and complete. I recognize my body as a good friend. Every cell in my body has divine intelligence. I listen to what it tells me and know its advice is valid. I'm always safe and divinely protected and guided, and I choose to be healthy and free. All is well in my world. So we're going to collapse the matrix that you're holding for these diseased cells and organs. And we see these in our mind's eye, and we collapse the matrix that's holding it up so it falls down as dust. And we will pull out the anchor and the roots holding it in the physical space. We go to the bottom layer of the stack of emotions and beliefs, and we collapse this so it all falls down. We say all beliefs, dysfunctions, contracts are now cut this time and date into infinity with the sword of God. And we see all of this fall to ground as dust and dirt, and we place it in the quarantine cube for transformation. And thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. So here's a process for working on diseased cells in your body. I stand in the fullness of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for all humankind and the world. With the backdrop of the Creator's soul, I initiate the regeneration and apply the norm onto the penetrating points. I create the light patch with the light of the source of all that is, and I see in my mind's eye this filling up all holes in my body. All disease has an informational structure. I'm now going to seal all penetrating points. I will remove all the informational structures of the disease. I say, I see this informational structure of the disease, and I collect all of this using a spear that contains a silvery white light, also some hot plasma. Now I see in my mind's eye all the diseased information being sucked into the spear, and now I see all of this information becoming bright and clean. I now compress the spear into one point, and I now transform all negative information to the norm, and I dispose of this information into the silvery white cube, which is beyond the boundary of the 5-meter spear. I see the silvery white cube is in an enclosed space, a rubbish bin, where all negative information can be transmuted. In this way, we have diverted this transformation, all of the informational structure of the disease. I will remove the renegade lead cell by capturing it in a spear of hot plasma. I see in my mind's eye all negative information inside this spear. I now compress the spear along with the lead cell into one point. I deposit of it into the silvery white cube outside the boundary of the 5-meter spear. As I have removed the negative cell, I will now replace it with the Creator's norm stem cell, which is inside the spear of living matter, and I now give instructions to the body back to the norm of the Creator. As I have replaced the negative lead cell with a new leader cell, I now command to disperse the information to all other cells in the body. I now re-establish all the cells previously connected with all other cells via the pituitary gland. I say, cells via the pituitary gland, establish all connections back to the norm. I now enter the time and date, and I send the positive information all to infinity. Now we will use the Reiki symbol for some healing of our cells, and I'm going to use the Maria and the Zonda symbols, which are that one, Maria, and that's the Zonda. That's the Zonda one. Okay. So the Maria is symbols for the earth. The 2 lines represent Father, Mother, God. The 5 spirals represent 4 directions and our heart as the center of the medicine wheel. Maria connects and grounds us to the earth. The 5 spirals represent the 4 directions and the 4 elements. The spiral at the center of Maria represents the heart. Our heart are the center of the medicine wheel, the center of the circle. The 2 V strokes coming together represent the masculine and the feminine aspects of God. When the symbol is intoned, Maria, the straight line shift and begins looking like ley lines on the earth's surface, while the spiral from the vertical energy line between heaven and earth, with the central spiral intersecting the point where the 2 lines have coverage. And I invite you to meditate on this. Okay, and the Zonda is, this symbol works with past life karmic issues. Our cells can carry the memory of trauma, both the shock of our own individual experiences in this life and past lives. Zonda, as well as Hon Sei Shu Nen, helps to work through and release the karma and the pain. It is used in Reiki. Okay. And positive affirmations. I have healing energy flowing through my veins and cells every day of my life. An instant restoration of the physical body. 8888858888. And cellular and tissue regeneration is 829 379429841. Okay, and I'll now cut all cords that I've shared in this healing group, and I use my hands to cut these cords now, and I'll also cut all ancestral lineage that has been attached in the timeline. I see everyone having their roots ground into Mother Earth from our feet chakras, which I see are open. And I bring the earth energy up through all roots. I fill all entire bodies to 1 meter above our heads, so we're now perfectly balanced in spirit, heaven, matter, and earth. All that is within and around me is now transformed to the light stream that is shining down on us all. And thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. And if you like this video, you can push the like button, and you can also subscribe to our page. Thank you.